combination for Brazil at the time, Roberto Carlos and Cafu, was just mesmerising. So he's got to get an honourable mention.
When we think of a right back, are we thinking of how they fulfil their defensive duties as well as going forward? Because that's what we see a lot in the modern game.
I think if it was it really is a flick of a coin in Alves and Cafu, two magnificent players, but I think Cafu does it for me because the way he revolutionised that position, really the way he got forward with Roberto Carlos on the left. The numbers for this guy, 2 World Cup wins as well. I know we're sitting here and it's about Champions Leagues, but I feel he just led that way. He was ahead of Alves. He played more games, I think, for Brazil. 45 games, wasn't he? For Brazil. It's crazy numbers. Look, either way, I'd be happy, but I think Cafu pips him.
There are 19 major honours as well to add to that, Rio. What do you think?
I'm sure fire with Alves. I think Alves is the one. He's the most decorated player. 35 games, 35 or something at trophies. The guy is just immense. He controlled that whole right-hand side on his own in arguably the best team we've ever seen. I think Cayo Perico, as Joe was saying, I just think he's a
GPS locked. I have your position. I will also access compound CCTV to see you when you are there. You know what I like about you, boss? You're never afraid to return to the scene of the crime. Even if it involves underwater drainage pipe. It's just up ahead.
Really argue that such a quality player.
That's a flick of a coin, isn't it?
I agree, yeah.
On to the left back position. Again, it's a tough one though.
It is. I'm going to a former teammate, Roberto Carlos, for me. Again, those fullbacks were...
You are a good swimmer. The maintenance room is not far.
He's won the Champions League 3 times, so of course he's got the numbers to back it up. Loads of appearances, loads of goals. I think he won in terms of swimming defenders as well. He was iconic, wasn't he? He was tiny, but he was absolutely huge, and he had a pretty good shot. Yeah, he was smart on his face, didn't he? Yeah, fine. It just keeps looking at the technique there. Brilliant for team members in. I'm so excited to watch to against him, really.
Is it? If you got Ashley Cole in the mix?
I think Ashley Cole's a better defender than them. I concede that Carlos and Marcello
Excellent. Did I ever tell you about the sewers in my hometown? It was there I first decided to join the Navy. Perhaps it will have the same effect on you. We will see. Off you go.
He was a goal scorer, actually. He scored goals. He had a great left foot get forward. And when he played left back, people raised their eyebrows. And then he went on to become probably the best left back we've ever produced at this country. And he sits next to them names comfortably. In terms of balance, and that's the only part of the team I would concede balance, because the rest of my team is just all out flair. Ash was definitely a better defender than Mentor. Yeah,
Are you in? You did not get sucked into a turbine.
Because
I know you'll be fine. How likely is it I have 2 operations in the same way, huh? Now, we look for the vault. Maybe start in the central building.
Yeah, maybe it's him that deserves to be.
Be careful in this area. Mr. Rubio's personal bodyguards. They know their soldiers, and they will know you are not one of them, no matter what uniform you are wearing.
I didn't see enough case answer that he would argue about him. I played with both. Mine would be on.
I was lucky to play with both of them in an Arsenal team, and Ash Luby lives in Ash because he's all around made his goals. And he would make something happen every time he played. He was a winner. A winner. Look at that when he went to Chelsea. Nobody at Arsenal carried on winning championships, but he did.
Ash is a top player. When you're talking about this immortal team, I think Carlos stands head and shoulders above the others for me because he again, when he on the left-hand side and became, as Mo said quite rightly, from left back.
Good thinking. Always the same.
He was doing stuff that was mesmeric at times. Even his goal in the left one. Remember that goal? He's done things in the game that other people look at and go,
Okay, the fingerprint scanner. Time to break out the tool we borrowed from the head of cybersecurity. Remember, it picks up fragments of previous scans. You just have to cycle through them to match the target print.
Exactly what we were fantastic. Right, onto the centre-back position. We've got two top-class centre-backs right here. Rio Ferdinand. Who's the first centre-back that springs to mind for you?
For me, the first one I'm going to put on
You find a locked door. In my experience, you can also find the key.
to do what he's done as captain in that ridiculous Real Madrid spell when he won it 4 times. I mean, and not only that, he's impacted these games in the finals as well, scoring goals. He's got a couple of goals in finals. His character. He was great at the dark arts as well. And the bigger the occasion, the more influential he became. And I think that's you can't
Welcome back.
underplay the value of that. Them big games, you need big players to come up and perform a lot. The level that you're accustomed to seeing them at. This guy grows and gets bigger, so he's in for me.
The only player to have lifted that trophy 3 times as a
Now, how are your nerves? Steady? You will need them to be if you want to get into that bulletproof display case. Steady nerves and a plasma cutter.
Probably pips him. I think though to play alongside him, when you're looking at Maldini, who was just absolute quality. I actually played against him as well around about the same
You know
year.
the only diamond bigger than this? The one on my ex-wife's finger. You steal that back,
But he played
then
back, we played central defence. He was just class.
From what I can tell, they have sealed the drainage pipe. You will need another way out.
It's been going on for years and years, so I think Maldini takes up a lot of stopping getting in this team.
So we've got Maldini, we've got Ramos, Joe, coming for anyone else?
No, I'm just saying that. How good looking is our 2 centre halves?
In a shift of guards, just plugged in. Careful out there. Remember, there is always time for some last-minute shopping before takeoff.
PK Puyol around Rio Ferdinand, of course. But I totally agree with him. I don't think there's going to be any argument. Now get it.
The easiest selection for me.
I think he could have played left back, could have played anywhere with some of the right players.
That's it, haven't we? Well, that is our back line locked in. And next up, we will be picking our midfielders, the maestros, the magicians, the men in the middle. I have a feeling that this one may take us. Well, we'll see you soon. Welcome back to our Champions League Immortal show, where the gents here are picking their all-time Champions League 11. Now, so far, this is how the team is shaping up. So we have Real Madrid legend Iker Casillas in goal. We've got a couple of Brazilian fullbacks, Dani Alves and Roberto Carlos, on either flank. And in the middle, the centre-back partnership of Maldini and Sergio Ramos. Now, it's fairly straightforward, actually, to come to that defence and that goalkeeper. And then the next part is going to be as straightforward when we pick our midfield. So we're going for 3 midfielders. Come on, Joe, take it away. First midfielder that springs to mind.
Well, it's a current midfielder actually, and I'm going to go with Luka Modric. Because, you know, we've seen this lad.
Good work. The compound is behind us, and they still have no idea what's hit them. We are almost home. Just get out of there.
And not only that, we actually big
I had to relocate the sub while you were inside. Pinging you the new location now.
big positions, he can score. And 36, he's still doing it at very, very top. He's outstanding football. And I think it's one of the lads who I think is something that's stayed, you know, at his point. And he's been doing
Well, he sounds irritated again.
I just think he has to be in the team. Incredible midfielder.
Attack boats in the water. Be careful.
He broke that
That's it.
consecutive spell of Ronaldo and Messi winning it back to back for 11 years, and then he came along with it. So
He's not in my team, and it's such a hard, it's a tug of war, but I went for
Uh-oh. By the sounds of it, Mr. Rubio is getting back in his helicopter. Watch out.
absolutely controlled games. He was phenomenal. I mean, again, the greatest team, club team that I've ever played against, I've ever seen. Won 4 Champions Leagues and was absolutely integral to the tempo of football that they played. The tempo of the game all ran through him. When it needed to speed up, right, he was the one that drove that. If it needed to slow down and turn out, pirouette out of a little oversight flag go out the other way. It was him. He was just, you couldn't get near him. You were playing in games against him and just thinking, we have not laid a glove on this guy. And it's because he would not let you. If you got tight to him, he take one touch. If you didn't give him space, his head was up. He'd start again dictating, and you shout at his teammate, get close to him. And the teammates look at you almost like start around and go, listen, you try and get near him. Can't get near the guy. But I wouldn't argue with Modric, but Xavi for me in that era was like, he dominated.
Xavi, Modric, who else, Mo?
Oh, I've got another two names. Right, let's, who should we go for first? Let's go Iniesta. I think he's got to,
I agree.
If I can find him. Iniesta is, oh, there he is. So I put him in. Again, you know, once he won 4 Champions League, I just think that in Holland, the team to beat were Barcelona. They were the most dominant team that's been, you know, that I've ever played against. And Xavi and Iniesta